Web for Pentester course, cross-site scripting. Cross-site scripting stems from a lack of encoding when information gets sent to an application's user. This can be used to inject arbitrary HTML and JavaScript, the result being that this payload runs in the web browser of legitimate users. We'll go ahead and do the examples. Here we got our running server vulnerable, and let's do example number 1. The first vulnerable example is just to get you started with what is going on when you find a cross-site scripting vulnerability. Using this basic payload, you should be able to get an alert box. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll check into the URL script alert 1 script. As you can see, vulnerable says 1. So let's move on to example number 2. Example number 2 says, in the second example, a bit of filtering is involved. The web developer added some regular expressions to prevent a simple cross-site scripting payload from working. It no longer works a script written normally in lowercase, but sort of camel casing it, we can get away with it. So let's do that. Instead of writing the script all lowercase, we will do it by camel casing some of the letters. And as you can see, vulnerable says 1. Okay, let's move on. Sorry. Example number 3. You notify the developer about your bypass. He added some more filtering, which now seems to prevent your previous payload. However, he's making a terrible mistake in his code. In this case, the script is totally validated. However, we can sort of nest the scripts as you sort of can nest classes in Java. We'll nest the scripts as this. And as you can see, vulnerable says 1. It still allow me to run the alert 1 pop-up. Example number 4. In this example, the developer decided to completely blacklist the word script, so the script we can no longer use it. However, there are many different tags and ways to run the desired function of alert 1. We can use an A tag with an href or the property of a mouse over, like in an image, or a div tag. So let's try with a div tag. Here we'll say div on mouse over alert 1, and as you can see, it didn't pop up as soon as I hit enter, but if I move my mouse over, it will perform the alert 1. Now let's move on to the next example, example number 5. Example number 5 says that in this example, the script tag is accepted and gets a callback. Okay, but as soon as you try to inject a call to alert the PHP, a script stops its execution. So alert is now blacklisted, so we cannot use that function. But there are still some other functions like prompt and confirm in JavaScript that we can use to get similar output. So let's try it with script, but instead of alert 1, we'll try it with prompt. And as you can see, prompt hacked, it still worked and got the output. Okay, now let's move on to example number 6. Example 6 says, here the source code of the HTML page is a bit different. If you read it, you will see that the value you are sending is a callback inside the JavaScript code. Okay, so let's check the source code. Let's check here, and here there is a script where in the URL name equals hacker, hacker will be assigned to the A variable. So we can approach this by, let's say this will be a string, so I'm going to be closing the string with double quotes, adding a semicolon, saying that after you assign to the variable A the word hacker, I want you to run alert 1 and close it with a semicolon and add a final double quote so it can read normally with encoding. And as you can see, vulnerable says 1. Okay. Let's move on to example 7. Example 7 says the example is similar to the one before. This time you won't be able to use special characters since they will be HTML encoded. As you will see, you don't really need any of these characters. So instead of using the double quote design because it is encoded, we will use simple quotes to get the same output. So simple quote, semicolon, alert 1, semicolon, and simple quotes. As you can see, vulnerable says 1. Example number 8. Example number 8 is a little bit more tricky. As you can see, we only got to the example, we only got to this page, this example 8.php. If we try to say something like script, maybe, and alert 1, and another script, we'll see it doesn't work. But maybe if I try closing the tag previously, it will still allow me to run vulnerable says 1. As you can see, it is using a post method. Finally, example number 9, it says here that in example 9, this example is a DOM-based cross-site scripting attack. This page could actually be completely static and still be vulnerable. Okay, in this case, this DOM-based cross-site scripting attack won't work on your normal browser like Chrome because it's validated, but we can still try it on Internet Explorer. So let me open Internet Explorer, head over to vulnerable, once I'm here, going to the example 9, and this time I want to inject my vulnerability, my injection, my cross-site scripting injection, as simple as saying script alert 1 and closing the script. If we hit enter, it won't work. However, if we reload the page, you will see message from the web page 1 that is properly working.